All right, continuing on with forms. Our next form is cylinders. And cylinders are like soda cans, trash cans, um, arms, fingers, things like that. So, step one is to draw an oval. So, at the top of your paper over here on the side, draw an oval. Again, we're working in pen, Sharpie. So you don't want to draw one solid smooth line. You want to just kind of draw short little curves to get your shape in there. Step two is to draw two straight lines. For this one, it's going to be standing up. So I'm just going to go on the outside here, and I'm going to go straight up and down. About the same length. They need to stop about the same length. Step three is half of an oval. So my half of an oval goes here at the bottom because it's not flat, it's curved. It curves down that direction. It's the bottom half of this oval up here and repeats down here. Okay. So there's the basic form of my cylinder. Now I need to shape. So step four is to shape. We're going to do hatching and cross hatching for this. My light is going to come from the above left again. So the top is going to get the least amount of light. So I'm just going to kind of do just a few little diagonal lines just to make it look like it has a little bit of light to it, not much. Now the side, you're going to start out light, white, light, medium, dark, back to medium. So it's going to go light, so a few lines. Now these lines need to curve the same direction as that bottom half of the oval. So they curve down that way. I'm going to leave a white space, and then I'm going to start again. I'm going to go all the way across this time. Make sure they're kind of spread out. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to kind of spread out. Okay, now I need a medium section. I'm going to add a few more lines. Now, they kind of cross over each other, it's not perfectly parallel, that's okay. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm just looking for value. Now, I'm going to get darker still down here on the end, so more lines that curve. Okay, now, I don't want the dark on the very end because we have what's called reflective light. Over here it's going to get a little lighter. So in the middle here of this dark section, I'm going to cross hatch, but not all the way to the edge, just kind of in the middle of that section. So it went light, white, light, medium, dark, darkest, back to a little bit lighter, kind of that medium dark. Okay, so there's my values for the side. Now I need to shade, make my shadow. My shadow is going to come off of the bottom down here, come out and use kind of a partial cylinder shape almost. It's going to curve here because it's going to hit this curve here, so it's got a curve there. And then I'm going to fill this in with cross hatching. I put a little bit below the cylinder at the bottom here to make it look like it's sitting on top. These I'm doing straight lines. Kind of filling it in, and then I'm going to cross hatch, so it's going to go the other way. Cross hatching to make it darkest value that I can get. So there is my first cylinder. My next cylinder is going to be laying on its side. So we're going to turn the paper onto its side and start with our oval again. My two straight lines that are parallel for this one. and a half of an oval. So that's looking like it's laying on its side. Okay, now I'm going to shade. My light is coming from the above left. So this is coming from the above left. This is still going to be pretty light. Whoops, I'm sorry. I was going to do stippling. Okay, we're going to do scumble on this. So just a few circles, pretty big circles. Okay. Then I'm going to start with big circles. I'm going to leave a white space. I'm going to go back to my big circles. Okay, now I'm going to get it a little bit darker, so I'm going to overlap a little bit more. Okay, I need to get it darker still in here. I need to go through as many values as I can. Remember, the darkest value doesn't go at the very end, though. It goes close to the edge. I have that reflective light, so I'm going to leave this a little bit lighter. Darken it just a little bit. Okay, so this is kind of a dark, medium, dark, back to a dark, medium, back to a medium, to a light, to a white, to a light. It just kind of wraps around. And the shadow on this one is going to come underneath, out this way. It's going to be a straight line back there. It hits this curve, so it's got to curve this way. And we're going to do scumble again. And this has to be really dark, almost black. So a bunch of little circles layered on top of each other, filling in that shadow. And that's where the reflective light is important. So you can see the difference between the shadow and the side of the cylinder. And I'll zoom in so you can see that a little better. So you can see that gets just a little bit lighter there, and then it goes into the shadow. Okay, 2 more cylinders to go, one with shading and one without. All right, so our next cylinder is going to be looking like it's coming out at us. So we're going to draw our oval. And this time, leave room above it so we can draw some stuff, because we're going to see the top of it. So it's going to narrow. Things get smaller as they go back. So I'm going to draw kind of a diagonal off of this side in, and off of this side goes in. They need to stop at about the same length. And then I'm going to draw a half my oval back here. So it's actually the top part of the half of an oval instead of the bottom part. I'm going to stipple with this one. So my light is coming from the above left still. So over here on the left, it's going to be light, white, and then light. And then I need a medium. I add more light dots. This is pointillism, so I'm doing dots. And I need a dark. Remember, the dark doesn't go on the very edge, and it kind of follows that diagonal a little bit. If it's too big of a jump, add a few more dots. Okay, so it has that curve. And then this front, well, the light's coming from above left, so this front isn't going to have much light, so this is going to be a little bit darker. It's going to be kind of a medium. Doesn't need to be dark because I still need to do my shadow, so I don't want to get too dark. But I don't want it to match my lightest areas either. This isn't getting as much light. Remember, don't lift your pen up very high. Just letting it barely touch the pad of paper. Okay, now our shadow, let's come out under here a little bit, and then it comes out back here, off of this corner back here, and it hits this edge, so it's going to be pretty straight. It's not going to have much of a curve to it, and I'm going to fill that in real dark, almost black, because it's a shadow. Without the shadow, it looks like it's floating in air, so you've got to make sure you put that shadow in there. Just about dark enough for my vision. Add a few more dots here. There we go, that'll work. Okay, one more cylinder to draw the basic form to, but we're not going to shade. And that is kind of off to the one side. So, again, draw your oval. Kind of off to the side there. Okay, and then this one's going to come down here and angle back just a little bit. This one's going to angle back a little more. And then my half of an oval. So this one looks like it's kind of laying down a little bit more than this one is, but it's still going away from us some. This is coming closer to us, this is going away because it gets narrower.